Watson now to throw. He hits Adams complete. Touchdown, Houston. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard. They'll run for the first time with Kenneth Gainwell. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Back to throw here. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Shrugs him off, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, Gainwell. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards left on second down. Here's Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gainwell. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Kenneth Gainwell who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 25 on second down, Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to his running back, Michel. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Watson now going to run the option right. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, it's McLaughlin.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Michelle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The left side throw complete to Adams. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And out now come the Eagles. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 2nd and 5. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tyron Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out comes Houston. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Watson's throw taken in by Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. First down throw, Watson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Watson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to push his way through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they run with Michel. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Watson. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Jordan.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Watson. That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Devontae Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Marching back onto the field now, Devontae Adams and company getting set to go. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. He stiff arms him. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. Incomplete, right side to Cook. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Watson.
We'll get this underneath to Michel.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute, but first let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, and it's the Cowboys who are out in front. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. A couple of touchdowns there for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching is Deshaun Watson, who is the star of the first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The big play there for Philly. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got...
Touchdown! That's caught. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Here's Watson. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now a 1st
first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Watson. This one left side caught by Collins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Watson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? On the draw, this is Love. And a decent effort, but they'll mark him down about 3 yards shy of the 1st. Call it 6, maybe 7, but now they're left with 4th down and goal. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash, a chip shot here. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Dances by him. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, this is Jackson. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Second and 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Jackson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Elliott on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Watson to Michelle on the dump off. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make it second down. Now Watson. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's second down. Watson looks to throw again to Michelle on the screen. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Watson to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. Now Watson, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw, Watson. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Watson. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down. Here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now it's Watson. That is caught at the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Johnson now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long from Houston.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta pay money, mix around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't hearing my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow to her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me.